Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy WattsTV, man, and today we have yet another reaction slash topic video. Today we are actually talking about Gideon. Apparently, Gideon is taking a step back from the usual content that he makes. But before we get into it, man, wait, just quick disclaimer. I am feeling extremely under the weather. So if I'm kind of like low energy, please forgive me. I knew I had to upload today, so I'm trying to like, power through it. But yeah, I'm not feeling the best, just as a disclaimer. But anyway, with that out the way, please do me a favor. Do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. It helps out with the channel. Lets me know that you are rocking with the content. Follow me on all of my social media platforms at WattsTV94, and do me a favor and join the Discord as well. A link to that will be in the description down below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video.
Time to talk to y'all boys, man. You know what? I'm not gonna let Cry Dion come out. There's no point in letting Cry Dion. I thought for a second, your boys trying to turn to God, y'all. I'm not trying to put like my pinky toe in no more. I'm not gonna just be sitting on the edge of the pool. I want to jump full in. I want to dive all in, chat. So that's all I'm gonna say. But I don't want to just talk the talk. I want you guys to like see it in my actions. You feel me? I was with my girl. We were Ubering back from her college, and then right when we got back to the crib, the Uber driver, she looked back at us and she asked us a question. Me answering it made my heart sunk, but she said, if you guys were to die right now, would you go to heaven or would you go to hell? I had to be honest with myself. I had to look into myself, and I was like, the way I'm living right now, if God was to take my breath away right now, I'm going to hell. I couldn't even lie about it, chat. You feel me? Like, and you know what's crazy, chat? I be letting so many worldly things dictate how my day's gonna go. You feel me? You got people out here that are battling cancer, having horrible, like, being victims of horrible crimes and all kinds of stuff, right? And they still have the ability to put a smile on their face and be genuinely happy. I get a strike on my channel and I'm not able to post for a week. I'm over here in the slumps. You would have thought my dog died.
Okay, all right, but I don't get me wrong. I really, I really understand what he's saying, and yeah, like I 1000% get it, but I do think there is some sort of like middle ground. He said his channel received a strike for a week. So I don't know if you guys know this, but if you receive a YouTube strike, that means you cannot post content for a week. And if you do, your channel can get deleted, like terminated permanently. But I think there is a good reason for you to be like down in the dumps and feel a certain way, because I know not only is Gideon obviously like providing for himself, he's probably also looking out for his family too, and obviously his staff, the people that works for him, his friends. So I 1000% get it. And if you take that away, even if it's for a week, it could possibly be detrimental. So I personally think that Gideon is kind of like beating himself up here. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm a Christian. I'm a Christian myself, even though I don't follow the religion as maybe closely, or I'm not as stringent as I should be. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I do consider myself a Christian. Like, I pray every day. I've been baptized, yada, yada, yada. But I do think I do think there's a conversation that needs to be had here, because I think when it comes to Christianity, I do think we need to allow ourselves some sort of grace, because I mean, at the end of the day, Gideon, you have become extremely successful and you have made this your main source of income, and you are blessed to have this large source of income to not only provide for yourself, but the people around you too. So give yourself some slack, man. I really wouldn't be too hard on yourself for being down in the dumps, because your channel, essentially got, basically put in time out for a week, but that's just my opinion.
Chat, the way I was around here acting when I was gone for that week, bro, just pouting, being moody, being rude to people. The only reason why I was acting like that is because I'm letting worldly things dictate how my spirit is. And like, the Bible talks about it all the time. You can't be moved by the world. You have to hate the world. Chat, like, it's crazy. Like, Jesus is telling me that I have to hate the world, but the world loves me. You feel me? And that's like a honest predicament that I thought I was in. But really, it's an easy solution, bro. Like, if I'm gonna follow the spirit, I'm not gonna have a problem putting away worldly things. And I just had to like look at myself, chat, and I had to just think, if I do follow Jesus, if I do follow his word to tooth and nail of what it is, front to back, then I'm not gonna be Gideon anymore.
Damn, I must admit, this is like a very crazy like paradox that he's going through right now. That's that's insane, because essentially if he follows his faith, if he follows his faith down to a T, that means he can't make the content that he's been making, and that content that he's been making has been, you know, obvious. It has obviously made Gideon very financially stable. I feel like that's a fucking understatement. Like, Gideon, he's had so many brand deals. He's making money off streams, off YouTube. Gideon is good. But the fact that this man is saying, hey, I'm making this content at the expense of my beliefs, like, I don't necessarily feel comfortable with that, so I'm going to take a step back. I really respect that. I really do. And that says a lot about excuse me, about Gideon's character. Like, in the fact that he's so young, but he's already like thinking like this, it's very impressive, because a lot of people would just get the bag, you know? And don't get me wrong, I understand, because there is also another conversation that I feel like needs to be had in the Christianity, in the Christian community, when it comes to like following your beliefs and just like realism, if that makes any sense. So in Gideon's case, this would be very hard for me, especially because there are a lot of things that Gideon's amount of money would help me with. And when I say help me with, I mainly mean like looking out for my family. Like, and if you stop doing those things, then that means, you know, you're probably not going to be getting that same source of income right now. So Gideon has to make a very, very important pivot to the point where he's happy with himself. And I don't know how he's going to do that. I think he said he was strictly going to just stream and just do like, do vlogs, which is completely fine. I just hope that his audience, like, you know, his audience finds the transition like palatable, if you understand what I'm saying. But, yeah, shout out to Gideon that he's this like aware, and you could just tell, man, he seems like just a stand-up guy, because like I said, a lot of people would just simply chase the bag.
I'm not gonna be popping. I'm not gonna be on your guys' For You pages with edits. I'm not gonna be having the ASAP Rockies and the Mark Wahlbergs hit me up. I'm not gonna be having the NBA ask me to do stuff like, and like, for the longest, chat, like, I've been pushing this off for like the last year and a half, 2 years, but I was like, I'm not ready yet. Like, I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to do it yet. I don't want to do it yet. But after that lady got done talking to me, it was like, if I were to die right now, with me chopping it up with ASAP Rocky, with me chopping it up with Mark Wahlberg or Mark Cuban, or going to the Simon charity match, would any of that really matter, chat? No. It really wouldn't. Jesus tells us in the Bible, it's easier for a needle to go through a camel than for a rich man to go to heaven. And chat, man, you know, thanks to you guys, you know, I've acquired a very nice fortune, you know? And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, but this fortune that I have on earth is nothing compared to the fortune I can have in the kingdom of heaven. This is just me like really talking to y'all. Like, this is me trying to just be so 100% transparent.
Again, I really do get it. I do. But it's hard, man. Like, I understand these worldly possessions should most definitely not dictate your life, and I get it, and I agree to an extent. But while you're here, I do think you should most definitely do some good in the world. Now, whatever that looks like to you, it's whatever. But for me, like I've already repeated, that means taking care of the people around me, making sure that the people around me are good, making everybody's life easier, taking some stress off of people. Like, and to be honest, like, financially, that's hard. So something like this would allow me to do that. But yeah, like I really do understand. And this also goes not just for my family as well. This goes to my community. Like, I want to give back to the areas that I grew up in. I want to give back to the city. Like, I want to do things, and I want to make a difference. Don't get me wrong. I know there are some smaller things that I can do in order to like make a difference or whatever. But what I'm saying is, if I have an excess of wealth, I don't just want it for myself. I want to share it with the community, with my parents, my brothers, my mother-in-law, and obviously my wife, of course, and then my future kid. I don't want all of these possessions to myself. I always felt like this even as a kid. I always wanted to help. So if I get to like Gideon's point, or if I get to a point where I'm getting paid like an excess amount of money, you goddamn right, I'm going to do whatever I can to help. But I will admit, doing that while still holding on to your morals. So for example, I've been struggling this week because a company has actually approached me to basically do like my first sponsorship with them. And it's a big company. Like, if I said the name, you all would know who the hell I'm talking about. I'm not going to say the name, but I wasn't comfortable with them being my first sponsorship because of the controversy that's like centered around them, and they have a lot of crap going on. I would feel wrong if I told you guys to look into this company and then something happened to you. That would look poorly on me, because I'm the one that said, hey, you guys should go out from this company and buy their product and blah blah blah. Like, I would feel like a real douchebag, and I would literally just be doing that just because they pay me money. So at the end of the day, I decided not to, but I know I'm going to, if I continue down this road of content creation, I'm going to have more situations that pop up like that, and I'm going to have to make more difficult, choices as well. So we'll see, but I get it. I can only imagine what the hell Gideon is going through.
But God tells us that a bird doesn't have to worry about where he's going to get his next meal from. And then he said, are you not better than a bird? I'm way better than a bird. So why am I tripping? Why am I tripping? You know the crazy thing about it, chat? I'm gonna just spill the beans to y'all, bro. I'm gonna be honest. So I was about to take a gambling deal, chat. I was about to take a gambling deal. I was about to do a deal with my bookie. I was giving myself so many reasons to take the deal. I was like, oh, I could pay my employees more. I'll be able to do cool events. I was trying to trick my brain into saying, oh, I'll be able to work more directly with these sporting companies and everything. Chat, bro, I was going to be making a lot of money, and for minimum work. But that's the reason why it's minimum work, is because like you guys clicking that link to the gambling page would be making up what they're paying me.
Right.
You feel me? Because I even talked to Nico about it, right? And I was like, yo, Nico, man, I think I'm going to do it. And Nico was like, don't do it, bro. Like, you're not that person. I was giving Nico every excuse under the bus, and he was just like, man, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but this isn't you, bro. He was like, don't do it. My spirit was telling me not to do it, but I was just listening to my flesh, man. Bro, I'm telling you guys, do not listen to your flesh, bro. And you guys might be wondering, like, what are you saying by that? You'll know when you're in that circumstance. Do not give in to your flesh. Your flesh hates everything that your spirit's about, and the spirit wants nothing to do with everything that the flesh is about. So there's never a gray area with those things, It's either black and white. That's one of the things in life. That's one of the only things in life that's black and white, is your flesh. So
see, and that's where I have trouble. That's what I have trouble with, because I disagree. I think it's way more black and white than what he thinks. I really do, and I don't know if I'm not like some sort of like devout Christian because of that way of thinking, but yeah, I find that to be a gray area, because like I said, at the end of the day, you want to take care of yourself and you want to take care of the people around you. So I don't know, but yeah, shout out to Gideon for saying, yo, this is not me. I don't feel right about it. I wouldn't feel right in my gut if I took this deal, so I'm just not going to take the deal. And he said it was a crazy amount of money. So that only tells you what type of person that Gideon is. So shout out to him. That's what's up. Not wavering for money.
the flesh and the spirit, what they both want. Fast forward, it's getting closer and closer to us finishing the deal and stuff. And then I was talking to young Don, and he read this one verse, and I hadn't even told him about this yet. But here, let me find it for y'all real quick. You have many goods stored up for many years. Take it easy, eat, drink, and enjoy yourself. Bro, chat, the crazy thing about it is I literally had a number in my head. I was like, once I get to this number, I'll be good, and my children are gonna be good, and I'll just be chilling, bro, you know? Like, I was still gonna be creating content here and there, but like I had a number in my, just like how he did, I had a number in my head, and I was gonna store up to that number. I was gonna store up in my barn to that number, and I was gonna take it easy. I was gonna eat, I was gonna drink, and I was gonna enjoy myself, right? And then in verse 20, but God said to him, you fool, this very night your life is demanded of you, and the things you have prepared, whose will they be? Chat, there's nothing on this earth when you die that is yours. There is nothing that you own. Once we're in the dirt, once we're gone, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not like, oh, that's his, he's still gonna hold on to it. It's free real estate, you know? If someone dies and they don't have nobody in their will, what happens? The government takes it. If someone dies and their bank account's been sitting there for a while, what's gonna happen? The bank's gonna take it.
That's true.
There's nothing in this world that when we die is ours. And then in Luke,
but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. That's why I don't think you should be selfish. I don't think you should just live solely for self. I think while you're here, you should most definitely make a difference.
That's how it is with the one who stores up treasure for himself and is not rich towards God. And bro, that's literally what I would have been doing if I took that gambling deal, chat. I would be storing up for myself instead of God. I would be storing up. Like, I was trying to make it seem like, oh, for you guys, just do more giveaways, or my parents. But no, it was my own selfish needs. Bro, I don't need any more money.
Yo, I'm really wondering, like, damn, how much money does Gideon have for him to be like, bro, I don't even need any more money. I'm at the point now where I can take a step back. Yo, Gideon must have a crazy amount of bread. That is insane to feel like that he can, like, 1000% take a step back now. But I don't know. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I would imagine that this is very hard. I respect Gideon I respect this man so much for taking a step back from making content so that he can follow like his ideas and his beliefs a little more closely. I think that is extremely admirable, and I don't see a lot of people that has this characteristic like these days. Like, everybody is about chasing that money, and I don't blame them. I really don't. So the fact that Gideon is like, bro, I don't need the money, I'm going to do what I think is right, I think that's dope. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments down below. What did you think about this conversation? Again, do not forget to share, like, and subscribe. Keep hitting that subscribe button, guys. If you support me in any type of way, shape, or form, please hit that subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. Follow me on all of my social media platforms at WattsTV94, and join the Discord. A link to that will be in the description down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.